Hi Rima, how are you doing?
Good, good. How about you, Himanshu?
I'm very good. Thank you so much. First of all, welcome to the Hall of Fame interview. You've achieved amazing results and you've worked extremely hard. So first of all, congratulations to getting inducted into this, and thanks for taking out time for this interview.
Thank you, thank you.
Perfect. Okay. So, Rima, this has been a beautiful journey of yours, the fitness journey, the weight loss journey, and we've been doing this from a very long period of time. But this was a different journey altogether, right?
Yeah.
So, if you can just tell me what was life before you planned to start this program? What challenges were you facing? What was happening truly?
The major challenge would be before starting the journey, or what was stopping me from pursuing a diligent weight loss journey was, of course, motivation and also a certain physical limitations. Last year, I was advised complete bed rest due to from doctor's notes. So after that, because of that bed rest, I unfortunately ended up gaining a lot of weight, which was way more than, like, it was, I think, my highest in my life in my adulthood. So yeah, so once I felt uh, physically and mentally ready to take charge of my fitness journey is when I approached you guys. And since I think I have had an experience with you before, I knew that this was a bet that I was willing to take, and I will be helped throughout the journey. So I didn't have second thoughts, or I didn't go to anybody else asking for help.
That's really sweet of you, right? So Rima, you told me that last year doctors advised you to get on a bed rest, and because of that, you started gaining weight. Okay. So with weight gain, there are a lot of consequences that comes up with weight gain, right? So what was your challenges that you were facing because of the excess weight, and what was happening in your life? What were the things that were lot of challenging for you?
I think the first challenge would be like to be comfortable in your own skin, or like
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
confidence, or the
Hmm.
confidence tanks down
Hmm.
once you start putting on weight and gets visible. Your regular or your usual clothes don't fit you anymore, and you have to opt for a size larger when you're shopping for clothing. That, like, just rings the alarm in your bell that this is not going good. And of course, yeah, I think for me there were no external obstacles. I think it was all in my head. It was all self motivation and the need to take care. So, like, a very cliched thing, but it's like a new year resolution to get this to for 2025 to be the year that at least I can reverse the excess weight that I had gained, if not go on a negative weight loss journey, but at least lose what I had gained excessively because of my limitations, physical limitations.
Okay, okay. So yeah, as you've told that confidence was taking a toll and you were not able to fit into your clothes, right? So uh now Rima, as you're a working professional, you're working at a good level, right? In your professional career. All of these things, were they also impacting you somewhere on your professional level?
Of course, it brings in lethargy.
Hmm.
So not only just professional work, maybe throughout the day, by the end of the day, you are very low on the energy level. You don't feel like doing anything, or you want to get to bed early, or you don't want to step out of the house. It just like lethargy in general. It causes, yeah, that was impacting both. Sometimes work. It you like, for me, it was like I would like to take a small power nap in the afternoon. Maybe that would help to fight the lethargy that I would usually onset in the evening. But yeah, overall, just fatigue and lethargy in general for me.
Okay, so it was more of fatigue and more of lethargy and okay, okay, that absolutely makes sense. So, Rima, I know the answer for this question would be a no, but still, I am just asking you this question is: did you try anything before you joined Diet 365?
Of course, like, personally, in the home kitchen, of course, you would I can I can try making some modifications, maybe use less oil, or skip certain items, don't indulge in certain items. But the challenge is always to stick to it. Like I do it once or twice, maybe the third time I just give into the craving and have it. uh, Things like some maybe very decadent desserts or ice cream, sort of that. I mean, the willpower to be consistent in resisting it or refusing to indulge in it. Yeah, that was a challenge. So I tried on and off, but it never like stuck that I could follow it throughout.
Okay. So you're saying that you tried controlling food in the kitchen,
Yeah.
tried doing different things, right? And you were able to do it for certain days, but then craving kicked in and you gave up on that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. So Rima, in everyone's life, there is a turning point, or there is a point where you finally think that now is real. Now it's the time that I should start taking actions for my health, or for career, or for anything that's there, right? What was that turning point for you that told you, no, I have to start working on my fitness journey again?
The weighing scale one would be one of that, of course. When I was seeing a trend that the weight was not coming down at any point, but it was constantly, steadily, gaining. That was it. And then, I think, as I said in the starting of the meeting as well, that physically also, when I felt confident that, yeah, I mean, since I have worked with you guys before, I know the kind of goals that I had to meet under you. So I know that, yeah, maybe now if I enroll and get into this program, I should be able to meet them as well. Maybe, for example, like meeting step counts or doing home workouts and stuff like that. And physically also, I felt that, yeah, now my body can take on this. Why I'm saying is because I had a bone injury, so I was advised not to exercise at all.
Mm.
So when I felt that, yeah, I had checked with the doctor as well if I can take on light exercises now after the advice period of rest. When he also gave a go ahead, is when I thought that, yeah, now it's time to take things under control.
Okay, okay, okay. And Rima, see, I know that we've been working from a very long period of time. We go back in what, 2019, 20, I think?
Yeah, 21.
2021. Yeah, so we go back a long back, 2021. But uh, as you know, that there are a lot of people out there in the market who are claiming to make people that I will make you lose weight, or we'll do that for you, we'll do this for you, right? And at that time as well, you had amazing results at that time as well. You lost good amount of weight. So I would just want to ask you this, that why Diet 365 again? I mean, why did you choose to come back to us again? What was the reason?
In like simple terms, it's doable. I mean, it's nothing very crazy or where I had to sacrifice other aspects of my life to accommodate this, and it would like come at a cost of needing way more excessive or crazy amount of hours per day per week. So since I had done it and I have got results, I think that just makes it easier to choose, go back to you guys again.
That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. Okay. So Rima, see, last time it was different, and this time it would have been a different experience because the team has grown, people have come in, right? So how was your experience in the first few weeks?
So there are two aspects to it. One is the mental block that you have to overcome. Cutting down on the portion size, or having a constant, or that goal of achieving maybe a set number of steps, or trying to ease your body and mind to follow that pattern. So eventual challenges, I think, those standard blockers or um, challenges which are not something that it is not removable. It just takes a few weeks, a few days of time to understand, or at least give the body also time to adapt, to fall into that pattern. So yeah, those were the initial challenges. Mostly is towards the portion size cut down, and also always a check, the a thought at the back of the mind that you have to get through this day and follow the asked goals.
Okay. And how did you go through it? How did you overcome this challenge, right? So what was, so let's take this question as a two part. What was your role? Because your role is really very important. You are the whole hero of this movie, right? Because you were the doer. And how did the team play a role in making sure that you are absolutely on point and you're doing stuff?
Okay, so my role, of course, would be to the manage the the behind the scenes sort of thing. It can be something as small as making sure the grocery items are stocked, the kind of diet I need to follow, making sure it's well stocked in advance for the entire week, or to plan my walks properly so that I can achieve that step count across the day, instead of going for one long crazy walk. I usually do is I split it across the day at least
Mm.
times, so that it's not it's doable. When you make it into smaller parts, it just makes it easy to achieve, and I'm not stressed by the end of the day that I have not achieved my step count and I need to go all in. And also the second part, third one, maybe training my cook to follow the kind of diet pattern that I use need to follow. For example, put less oil, or don't do these kind of masalas, or cook it in a certain way. So these are small ones, but they are challenges when you have to train another person. And you know this all I like doing all these stuff, so it was not a big challenge for me. But yeah, these are the kind of the role that I played personally to ensure that I don't fall out of the wagon, that or maybe stop buying certain items. For example, I always used to have ginger ale in my fridge. Okay, so that I have stopped completely. I don't buy ginger ale at all now. So since that had added sugar and all, so those small you know, changes and cutbacks, conscious decisions had was where I made a point to follow it through. And on where you guys come in was also, of course, the main factor would be accountability for me, like following up whether I am doing the goals needed, or helping whenever I have a question regarding any recipes, sharing recipes in the group. Or also, of course, we have our bi-weekly check-in where we discuss how the previous 2 weeks went, and we compare our body stat photos. So accountability, and of course, always giving a positive boost, that what I have done so far in the 2 weeks was good, I can do better in the coming weeks. So giving a boost of confidence, and making sure that even if I message in advance, if I'm, for example, stepping out to eat somewhere, helping me with choosing what I can eat from the menu there, or planning in advance, if the if I'm not able to have home cooked food, what are the other alternatives that I can go for. So yeah, being there for even the major ones and also the smaller challenges throughout following a week's diet.
Great. That's amazing, Rima. Thank you so much for summing all of this up so beautifully, right? So, Rima, I believe that when you are growing in your career, when you're picking up in your career, right, there are a lot of stress, lot of challenges, and then fitness also adds up, right? So I know this journey is very stressful. It's not an easy going thing, and there are days, there are events, there are moments where a person feels like giving up, right? Were there any moments for you where you felt like giving up during this whole fitness journey?
I wouldn't maybe use the term give up, but slight slips here and there. It for example, if I am attending a wedding party and I am tempted to try more than what I'm allowed, so at least if those are the cases, sometimes I do give in. I wouldn't lie about it, but then I make sure maybe the next day I adjust and have a proper home cooked meal, or cut down on the portion, or maybe do extra steps to compensate and bring it back to the balance. uh, I mean, of course, it's not like that you cannot indulge at all. There should be a healthy balance. I think you guys have made it clear. So for example, in Diwali, the festivals around Diwali, it's difficult to like keep away at all from, for example, sweets. I am a kaju katli girl, so so it happens that I want to have maybe one or two across the festival, so it's fine. So I never faced a day or a moment where I want to give up completely कि यार मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, हो गया जो भी पैसे दिए हैं, कमिटमेंट किया है, it doesn't matter, I don't want to continue, ऐसे तो at least for personally मेरे लिए नहीं हुआ है वैसे.
Okay, okay, okay. That's great, Rima. So, uh, so the, as you said, as you rightly said, there are a lot of hiccups, right? So festival eating, and you eat out, you indulge in uh weekend eating or friends outing. A lot of stuff comes up in a person's life, right? So was the team supportive? Was the team supportive? Was the team there to support you, guide you during those times? What was that?
Definitely. I mean, I think as I mentioned before also, silly doubts, small doubts, major, challenges at any given time. Whenever I had a query, either I would maybe clarify in our check-in calls, or even if I message in our group, I would always get a reply back. So yeah, the team has been there.
Okay, okay. So now let's talk about results, Rima, right? See, as you also know that we are not a big weight loss fan coaches. We are not a big time weight. So the impact, the impact that this whole journey has created in your life, right? Weight loss is a part of it, right? But other than that, what results have you achieved so far, physically, mentally? You can also share the numbers, number of weight that you've lost, and what was the result so far?
Okay, so I started in February of 2025. So I started with 76 point something. I don't remember the exact weight. And today I weigh at 68.9, 69. So, I mean, the goal, weight goal that we had set when we initially started the program, I have crossed the halfway mark already, right? So that itself is a big boost to push more and achieve those last few weight goal as well. And uh, what else? I mean, since I'm get seeing positive results, it also maintains the positivity and the confidence boost that I should keep going. Now that I have come this far, I shouldn't turn back or give up, or relax on the restrictions and the goals that I have to achieve. So overall, because of the good results and the positive impact I have seen, it just keeps me motivated to keep doing more, push myself more wherever possible in terms of diet, or any physical exercises that I can take up.
That's awesome, Rima. So, Rima, during the start of our call, you told us the challenges that you're facing with your weight. Okay, confidence, not fitting into your clothes, right?
Mm.
Where are we at right now after the 7-8 kgs weight loss that we've done so far?
So yeah, I mean, they are like directly related right now that the weight has come down more than 6-7 kilos. I am able to fit back to some of my old clothes that I had set aside, saying that one day I'll get back into them. So yeah, a few of them, yes, I am able to get back in, which is gives you that naturally gives you the confidence when you once you see yourself in the mirror that yeah, I'm able to get into it, and then. And it gives a both a good mental boost as well, that if I can do this, I can do better, of course. And it has also become now easy to stick to the kind of lifestyle in terms of diet and the food that I eat. um, Even if I'm going somewhere out, I am able to make a conscious decision, right? So I would say the main benefit out of all this entire journey is that now I am, I have that in the back of the mind that I need to be conscious about what I'm eating, and if I'm eating it right in the right portion. Uh, and of course, that gives me, this is all because, as I said, the positive result gives you a confidence, which again, in result, in turn, keeps you motivated to stick to the journey.
That's awesome, right? Okay. So did you notice any change in your sleep, your energy levels, your focus? So if we talk about more of performance, as you're a high performer, right? So if we talk more about performance, the way you're performing at work, the way you're performing at your personal duties that you're fulfilling, did you see any difference in that?
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, right, that the lethargic feeling that I had at the end of last year or the start of this year, that has drastically come down. Of course, since I have a busy day with work and personal challenges, I do feel tired at the end of the day. That is obvious, but it's not the same. uh, it's tired because my body was under exertion. I did work, and that is the like the natural exhaustion that comes at the end of the day, not because I was lethargic or lazy to go about in my day. So that is the biggest change or observe trend observe that I could do.
As you're a high performer, as we work with high performers, right? Energy, sleep, focus, your performance, how did it change? Yeah.
Sleep, I mean, sleep. I have been a good sleep. Like I always make it a point. Sometimes few days in a month. Of course, it ends up that I am staying up late, but I try to stick to my sleep schedule to get at least 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep. The more, the better. But sleep, in terms of following the diet, what it has helped is maybe because I eat light during the dinner, it's easier to fall asleep. I don't feel very bloated or very overeaten. That I have observed that can lead to distress in falling asleep. If you are full way to beyond your capacity, you don't tend to fall asleep easily. Because now that since my food is in control, in portion control, falling asleep in general is easier. Of course, sometimes if the day was stressful, it might not be. But as a on a regular good day, sleep is not a challenge anymore. I can fall asleep gradually, eventually, without taking too much stress about it.
That's awesome, right? So I was doing this interview last time with a high performer from Mumbai only, and he was like, his boss told him that you've started taking lesser sick leaves. Your performance at work has absolutely gone up, and he's due for a promotion. That was literally awesome. I was very happy when I heard that. So people in your office, your colleagues around you, did they notice any change in you?
Yes. So changed to both. They noticed that I had gained a lot of weight, and they've also noticed that I have now lost it. So people have one of my dear friend, and he is a colleague as well. So he was worried about me.
Hmm.
He Last year that you have suddenly put on so much weight. You should do something about it. And last month when he saw me, is like, you have actually made nice good progress. I can visibly see differences. You're going back to the way that you were, or the fat loss journey. Then he was impressed and proud of me that I could achieve it during this year. So yeah, there has been visible differences. People have noticed. People have commented, complimented that yeah, you look way better now.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Rima, one very in deep, a, a serious question, right? So we started in Feb,
Mm.
and we are in November right now. So it's approximately 8, 9 months, right? For a lot of people who will be listening this video as a recording later on, they might think that, oh, you've just lost 7, 8 kgs in 8, 9 months, right?
Yeah.
What's your view on that? What's your view on that? Because see, we as professionals, when we onboard someone, right, the weight loss pace is decided by the person, right? So with all this pace, right, are you happy with this pace, right? Were you able to sustain all of these things, right? And do you believe that, has it become a part of your life now, right? So just throw some light on the pace of the weight loss, how you felt during the whole process and everything.
Okay. So first thing is the pace of weight loss, right? So it is, as you said, it is visibly and noticeably quite slow but steady, right? The advantage of this is that I will never be back. It's I During this entire journey, I never went back to being 76 or touching 72 or 73, right? The main goal, when you guys gave an orientation, or what I understood from talking to you guys, is to sustain it, right, and not jump back or go back. One all the wow, more major contributor to this is not following some crazy fad diet where like complete no carbs or no sugar, and then that of course gives you quicker, faster results. But you guys don't follow that motto, right? Because for that, those kind of diets are not sustainable. The kind of diet you guys suggest and ask us to follow is sustainable. It has a good balance of everything: carbs, proteins, nutrients, micronutrients, everything. So it, for somebody from outside who has not had this experience, or have not followed this regime, for them, yeah, I can understand that they might see that it's like number of months versus the number of kilos that I have lost might be less, or like it's no, it's not enough to go like all wow over it. But for me, I am personally happy with it. Of course, now when we almost near completion to a year, now I feel now is the time to push more harder, so that at least we can achieve our set target weight numbers. But after interacting with you guys, and also from a few good noted nutritionists, the scale is not everything. Sometimes the scale might say something, but you might feel different in terms of feeling good and positive. So yeah, it might not be a lot, but for me it's good enough, and it's good enough to keep me motivated to do more. Yeah.
That's beautifully said. So for you, see, in our coaching system at Diet 365, we always give the privilege, we always emphasize everything on our clients, right? So whatever you decide, that's it. We do that. We work on that pace, right? So great. So Rima, you've mentioned that people around you, they've started noticing you, right? They've started complimenting you. So how did people react? People around you, how did they react? And during this whole process, did you inspire people around you? Were there people who took inspiration from your journey and they started doing even maybe a small habit that they took from you, even your family members or your friends or your colleagues, anyone?
Yeah, they'll ask the first obvious question that Indians have: diet kar rahe ho kya? And they'll ask, right, are you dieting? What diet are you following? So I said, if you look at my diet chart, you'll be surprised to see how normal the food is. There's nothing fancy or something very crazy that you won't find in your regular kitchen pantry, right? It is not something that you have to go to some exclusive supermarket to grab your hands on. So if I verbally tell them this is what I eat throughout the day, they are actually surprised, like, okay, this is nothing very crazy, this is quite doable. I just give them the advice is just to stick to it and sustain it through. If you have it once or twice a week, and rest of the week you're binging, you won't see results. The best way to achieve results is to be consistent, and rule of thumb for me at least is portion control. So yeah, that is the advice that I give when they ask what kind of dieting you're doing. What kind of like, I tell them about you guys, that they are not your regular Instagram teachers, that fruit mat khaiye, ye mat khaiye, air fryer mat use kijiye, ye mat kijiye, all that crazy scaremongers. They have a term for them, right? Scaremongers. They'll scare you for even going to grab your fruit from the bowl. So they are not scaremongers. They are the opposite. They'll motivate you to stick to food that you are anyway eating. Maybe you just change the way you're cooking it, or reduce what you are having. So yeah, I think I also recommended a friend to try you guys out for a month. So yeah, if when people ask, I tell about you guys. Yeah.
Awesome, right? So Rima, what advice would you give to another busy professional or a high performer just like you who feels stuck or who's just thinking to take that action, but he or she is not taking those action steps and they feel stuck in their fitness journey. So, what advice would you give to them?
Give it a try. It's actually always in the head. If you can overcome this, that mental block, and be consistent and sincere enough to at least give it a month worth of try, then you will understand that why this works. And then eventually, for after that 1 month of struggle or a bit challenging time period, you'll eventually fall into that routine and it will not be a challenge anymore. So the only thing, if any a busy professional or anybody, they want to try your program, it is not difficult to do it. It just requires small lifestyle changes, and you can accommodate that in your routine. And the only thing left will be to just to try it out and give yourself and your body a chance to feel different.
Okay. And Rima, how do you see your health journey going forward? I mean, what goals are there to chase? How do you look your health journey going forward? Yeah.
For a person like me, the kind of metabolism that I have, if I go like all out and throw away all diet, and if I just eat wrong for 2 3 days, my body shows. Like for some people, there are few fortunate people who don't seem to gain weight even if they binge eat, or they the portion control is not a matter for them. They can eat when still, for them their metabolism is like very good. For me, the goal that I will have is to uh, whatever diet that I am following in terms of portion control, in terms of the kind of proteins and carbs that I'm taking. It has now, since I have been with you guys for 9 months, this has now become a lifestyle choice itself, right? So my plan is to stick to it. Of course, there will be some days here and there throughout the month or throughout the year where there might be, uh, where I'm not able to follow it because of travel or because of some family function, festivals. But it's okay. The goal for me is to bounce back to the sustained diet that I am have been following throughout this year, and to be able to maintain in that weight window, in the weight range, and don't go all crazy, all out on the weight gain side of the story. For me, I have to just be conscious what I'm eating, and if I'm keeping myself physically active and there is enough mobility in my body, I don't go all lazy and stagnant. Keep the pace and the momentum as it is now next year as well. Even if I have completed the journey with you guys, the goal is to keep doing it what I have been doing now as well.
Awesome. So, Rima, last question. If someone is planning to work with Diet 365, right, and they are thinking about it, so what would you say to them, right, and why?
So if you have come across Diet 365 and you're already considering it, well done. You have already done half the difficult job, right? So now, if you want to try and you maybe still have some doubt whether this will work, can I do it? Can they help me? Uh, it's just a matter of giving each other a chance, right? If you give yourself a chance to enjoy and go through the journey, and also give the team a chance to help you out, they will understand your personal specific needs. It everything is catered to your body's metabolism, body type, your personal whatever lifestyle is, how, like the kind of interview questions you ask right when you onboard us, how does your typical day looks like. So everything is catered to your needs. So you shouldn't be scared, you should be actually happy, and just should look forward to the journey. And diet 365 is something that of course I would recommend. If you can you have the time, the money, and the willpower to enjoy this journey and go through this journey, this will be like 100% recommendation to anybody who is considering your team.
Perfect, Rima. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words, Rima. It's the team has really enjoyed working with you, and we are looking forward to take you towards your goals where you want to reach and teach you how to maintain that weight so that you'd never have to go to any other nutritionist ever again. That's our goal as a team when we discuss our goals. So that's the goal that we've planned for you. And we're 100% confident that we'll take you there. We will make sure that you reach there, right? And it's been a pleasure having you on board, because the first rule that we follow at Diet 365 is we should enjoy the company of our clients as well,
Yeah.
right? And you've been awesome. The energy that you bring in, you've been awesome. You've been a motivation. And see, I've seen you there. You talk less, but your actions, they are louder than your words, right? So I've always observed you. You're a less speaker, but you're a more of a doer. So kudos to you, Rima, right? Kudos to you. Keep
Thank
having the same attitude, right? And I'm 100% sure that success is going to be after you, just the way it is like right now,
thank
right?
you. Thank you.
So thank you so much.